Okay, here at the Helm, we have the hot water switch right in here, the water heater. Sometimes people forget about that. To have warm water, that has to be flipped up. There is a reminder here on the deck, but not everyone always remembers that. Again, to lift the propellers, the props, here you have to hold the up out and the up at the same time, and then to lower them, you would hold both of these buttons for the in. The only reason to ever raise these is to check it when you take off. The rest of the time, just keep them in the water. The only time you'd ever want to raise them is if you had a storm and you're going to blow sideways or get beached, then you'd want to bring those up if you accidentally got beached. But other than that, just keep them fully in the water 100% of the time, and don't risk anything.
Both right there on both sides.
Here's the inverter control. It will show you your voltage. And if it's below 12 volts, you'll want to start the generator to charge the system up
Below
again.
10 volts. Below 10 volts.
Below 10 volts. Working from left to right, of course. To start the boat, you'll want to turn on the blower, as well as when you start the generator. Turn on the bilge blower for a few minutes prior to starting it. Clear out the fumes back there, and then you have to be in neutral. Both engines have to be in neutral. Props down. No ropes in the water, of course, and then you can go ahead and start both engines, left and right. I'm not going to do it right now as we're parked. When operating the vessel, you'll want to make sure that your volts are running on both engines. There's going to be a volt, temp, and oil gauges on both sides. You'll be wanting to run your volts between 12 and 15 volts. Your temperature should be between 130 and 185, and your oil should be between 40 and 80. RPMs, keep it not much more than 3,000 RPMs. Keep it at 3,000 RPMs to preserve the engines is the best practice. And then your fuel gauge right here, port, starboard. You should be able to check those pretty easily. Water gauge is over here. Actually, water gauge is right there. If that flip that switch, it'll show you your fresh water, how much water you have to go. Bilge bolt off. Wash down, so this is your lake water. That has to be pushed up to be on, of course. We like to turn these off at the night so it doesn't drain your 12-volt system, but you won't be able to flush the toilets or do anything when that is off. So we keep it on during the day, turn it off at night.
That may or may not help the ice maker be better when the generator's on if you turn these off at night. We had success when we did that.
Step lights work great. They're just out here to the upstairs, and depth finder, we're not sure what that is. Fresh water's on this side, so again, can't use fresh water without that pump being on. Your horn, your panel. Pretty.
Fresh water and wash down should be on to get water.
To start the generator, I showed the manual start in the back, but to start it up here, after you've blown the bilge, you just hold the on and the start at the same time. Hold down for a few seconds, and that starts it up. On the right switch here, it needs to be pointed to generator to make sure that you're pulling from that side. And you should be good. We haven't ever had any generator problems.
Yep. Last thing is the MMC.
So I mentioned in the back that if you forget to turn the MMC switches on, it will not start. You will go back there and turn them on, and then it'll beep at you until you push this little button right here.
When you're ready to go.
When you're ready to go. Additionally, when you're ready to go, when you're out in the bay and you want to drive it from the top deck, you can put it in neutral down here, go upstairs and take control of the controls upstairs. Push that button right there, and that'll transfer the drive, and so you can drive upstairs.
A red light should go on so that you know it's operating upstairs.
Okay, really quick, underneath the helm.
Got the spare pumps we'll put away.
You got your breaker boxes. There's a little switch right here to turn the lights.
It's up underneath.
It's not working. Maybe it probably runs off of a generator. Generator's not on.
Yeah.
And then down there is there's a Pico switch, Perco switch, sorry, for the inverter. If you ever have a problem, you can the inverter's back there and the Perco switch is up there. So I think we've got that all fixed, and you shouldn't have any issues. But at least you know where it is now.